make bribery, corruption, and thievery in public office punishable by the death sentence.
Auditor General special report into the purchase of ex-United Kingdom Ministry of Defense Bedford and Land Rover trucks, no, and a fee mackerel in pepper sauce and tuna solid in pure vegetable oil, no. Ministry of Defense, no, and then so a bebasso into me after.
Commandment number 1.
Maame kanye. Anawa be
10 Commandments for the Elected and Temporary Leadership of My Motherland, Ghana, by KKD, a proud but worried son of Ghana.
All right.
Be truthful.
No, I don't know.
Lies run sprints, but truth runs marathons. One lie told needs many more lies to cover it up. One lie told corrupts many young and naive, as well as old and truckling followers, to be unleashed by their paymasters, to go and lie too, to cover up or forcefully mess things up. Be it in your promises, achievements, explanations, or excuses. Respect the people. Help the people. Just be truthful.
That's it. Ofa cheche.
Sabi.
We are now with Jama.
Oman ebeye ya. Kane enye nimdeɛ. Kane enye nyansa. Kane enye ahoɔden. Kane ɔman be ye ya. Momma wɔn mu ayeyi wɔn mu sɛ asoafoɔ no. Yasoafoɔ titiriw a wɔyɛ man mu no. Sabe eni ha wonti yetwa ne tiawa. Yɛsɛ ɛyɛ ɔman asoafoɔ panyin. Ba yetwa ne tiawa yɛayɛ no ɔman panyin. So ɔyɛ ɔman asoafoɔ panyin. Yasoafoɔ efititiriw ɛba abɔfra. Mo nyinara mo ni nokorɛ. Sɛ yɛ bɔ bi na mo hyɛɛyɛ. Sɛ asɛm bi na yɛkan na mo anti ne yɛ na mo bɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu. Sɛ mo so akoa bi ma na bɛkasa ama mo ana mo so akyiame bi anano awoɔ no sa wonyansa wonimdeɛ ɛbɛkasa ama wo no. Nea mo ka nyinara no sɛ ɛnyɛ nokorɛ a ɛyɛ nwura. Mo ma yɛndi nokorɛ. Ɛno ne ɛtɔ so baako. Ne ɛtɔ so mienu. Be selfless. Manya pesaminkuminya. Who said, "What by say, wo ye you sa soafoɔ no. Wo by say wo besum. Enti sofo a ɔyɛ selfless no. Ɔno na otumi nya no bebre na na sɔre mebre. Na mmom wo anya sofo asɛm ne yɛka ho. Asoafo asɛm ne yɛka. Esanya ye ne etua sofo ka. Ebi ana ne mission etua na ka. Mmom sɛ asɔre ma na etua na ka de ani ɔno so ka ho bi. Na mmom wo ayeyi wasoafo no. Be selfless. It is so adorable and honorable. It is easy for any greedy, dishonest, malicious, or cowardly person to be selfish. It takes the honest, compassionate, thoughtful, and courageous to be selfless. Selflessness is a great mark of a true leader. Woman, your servant leader. Be the leader the people chose you to be. Be selfless. Menya peseminkuminya. Prema edom. Mem prema wonkwa ne obusuafo ne wayonkofo. Enti se yedi nukure wi an yetoso mienu. Ma yenye peseminkuminya. Na ne yetoso miensa no. Kai se ejapade biare ni wiase a esen asase. Montie biom. Ejapade biare ni wiase a esen asase. Ejapade dodoa nara no efi asase mu. Na me masase a megidie ni asase a wo makoma mu. Asase a wo makoma mu no me de nukuredie ahyem ene meyi pesaminkuminya efrim. Enti wo bisa won ene me nam no maka che se ei. Da che nyine de eche na de ape wo a oban ni bia na wenye bi obi anim sa na ne etoso miensa na me say safeguard the land of our birth and all the natural resources above, beneath, and around it. Safeguard the land of our birth and all the natural resources above, beneath, and around it. Lead our people in all 6 major ethnic groups, the Akan, the Ewe, the Ga Adangbe, the Mole Dagbani, the Guan, and the Gurma, to safeguard it for generations yet unborn. Farm our land for nourishment and remedies. Mine it lawfully and sustainably for wealth. Develop it for our habitat, security, and sustenance. And curate it for natural beauty and shade, culture, and tourism. Any human or entity, native or foreign, who plans to or does otherwise is a sworn enemy of our homeland Ghana and must face the fierce redress of our land's traditional custodians, the chiefs, and then the full rigor of our laws and statutes. Yenara yasasini eyobo dendeng mayen mojana na num shegu ediku omaye akame ne wonsoso say ye bia twaso enti den ye ya twaso
ye bokro no
yasase ne ye dia na because it safeguard our land and lead the people to safeguard our land. Me name the 6 major ethnic groups. Me say me aka menkwa. Anka Ghana anka any 16 regions. Anka was 6 regions. 6 regions based on the major ethnic groups. Kwame Nkrumah di nyansa ni nim de ye bibi manaka. Boarding school ye ko ye nti no. Ebi fi Accra, Ekuonaba.
Sure.
Ebi fi Tamale Ekuoho. Eti anu no kan ye bom e man no nso achi no. Ya ware ye ho. He said, "You have a secondary school, no? One in Ankeka, Ubishian University, one in Bekeka. The Ashan Umranti Bremo, I did more dino, on one at Dachibi, a beer, one in Bobra. Entino, say ye to me, share yen sa, so, say yen so my ya, na yen chem from my hawk wardia. Near Bebani say, in so I yen no mono. Minimusa what then chambo was sass, yasino. Want to me ma a common ni ekroma wabra denchambo e wa asase nase na emum okwasia pen or say sabiota frache o wa denchambo enti obetu denchambo mansu aye nomo no onye bi nomo daache na no na Bob Marley di to onwum say in the abundance of water the fool is thirsty rat race eti wo tu denchambo anyisika na wonya sika na wo de akoto de na wo wie na nsukom de wa wanu manwea Ghana mine
ofa enkono mafo
it is abakwasem manka why na beka
ajowa
ni atoso nan ni atoso nan ne se momi ampa kwan bia ni oto aba ni oni ahode a ode tira akonyum mpo akoto aba wo mu nyinara ne yebebu wo mu se Ghana fo no mu nyina na ya pe kwan bia ma o ma bi se wunya akwanya nyetwi wunya kwan a anye wunya akwanya temu amokasa no mo bubu brofo afi mu se bubu twi munyai wa wonte no ko bi so panyi Kofi ejekum no nkyerɛw yenya akwanya yenya kwan eti mesrese make all the ministries, departments, agencies, indeed any public services and opportunities therein open to all qualified and honest citizens, not first and best choice for your family and friends, and not for partisan political attackers, and not for their cohorts, the defenders of selfishness, greed, nepotism, and deception. Nepotism serves no nation well, as it elevates just family and friends over the rest of the citizens. It employs and promotes the average whilst excluding and demotivating the brilliant. Replace nepotism and mediocrity with exceptionalism and meritocracy. The votes of our family and friends alone will never get anyone the title of Miss Ghana. Sabi, Miss Ghana say we bush your phone kwa na koto abama wa. Miss Ghana kura wunya na daachi kura mbo bia wetumi kura dia akonya diasa. Enti no momi ankai se ya ye busua pentumi nto aba enye meye my penyi ana ye meye MP. Dodo na wo man ni mu nyinara na wo mu nim adwuma ye no. Nyam ye kwan no mu nya binye. So be grateful and respectful to the many citizens who help to elevate you by granting them fair opportunities and wages too. Do not despise them once you get what you want. Make all public services open to all qualified and honest citizens of Ghana, not just your family, friends, and praise singers. Where do you teach be at here? Bro, where do you mechanic class 1? To be able to here.
Over number 5.
Obi say, Kwesi Chei, at the end of the 10 pages. Once I am announcing you, I'm the 10 pages. Number 5. Keep restraint on your borrowing so you don't impoverish and enslave the generations after you. Munsusunko bobesia na besia wohwe wobano dodua da achen wode woyire beka kosia wawa. Sa woyire nso ya abrewa na ne obo besia ne so ompa da achen wode womma ne wonana no mbeka kosia wawa. Entina, some of your good old friends, greedy advisors, and benign encouragers and cheerleaders who egg you on to take the nation into more debt for their own greater benefit will not tell you this. Everyone in leadership. Endless loans are sadly bemoaned by reckless debtors when the time comes to give pounds of flesh, the nurturing breasts, the balls, and babies of our beloved citizens to caustic and cunning creditors. A pound of flesh. So be the merchant of Venice.
That's right.
Do is afraid the opposite kakuti and I say, Sikano Krame. Shall boso the famame. Nebedu Rebia. Besiano do so do yem manu fo. Yem mebunu shwa. And yem ma fe ni awu kolebu. And ye debeko. Because me come me boom be. If he say wo bob besia do wo konkwa sumu. It is as simple as that. So you may not be here to witness the dreary, disheartening, despondent, and discouraging results of yesterday and today's selfish, greed-inspired, reckless finance and economic mismanagement. Kindly restrain yourself from borrowing so that you don't enslave generations after you are gone. Sometimes maybe I will rest in peace. Now we are living in pieces.
That's right.
Now the 6th commandment from the citizenry to all in leadership, all the way up to the very highest. Number 6, protect, empower, and elevate the youth. Through your words and deeds, create the best opportunities in education, training, certification, and accreditation, in internships, jobs, mentorships, and careers for the youth. An idle, restless youth can be a danger to himself and society. Use the youth not for the work of flea-infested poodles and rabid bulldogs, gnashing their teeth at respectable elders and truth-tellers like me. Move the youth away from defending greed, vanity, and stupidity. Never let those who work for you be seen nor heard attacking wisdom, courage, and honesty. If there is any goodness in you, please don't lie to the youth. And even worse, don't make the youth tell lies for you. Rather, protect, empower, and elevate the youth. Amanfo di bia na yesum bi egu fom no mo so akotafre enu nti asmo mo so mo nkoye obi a no mo di mirika wo mo ye ni yesu na mo amasa itwa video no mo di akọ party head office na party head office ma ye na wi o ahena ye ma me party head office ma ye na wi o enra me ha me nua ba ko wa ye bia odi party chia azikwe kwesi aya me hwase ne a wa wunye no mu bi yamo muka preso munyawa ya na me mobo because wo mo ansu pia wo mo na be gina on chense o nana pese me no twa photo no dia me ne papa fo twa me ne ejimi fo nsu twa e be se wunyia be gina on chen so be so no twa photo anye duro bi na ode koye sabi obi eni ho ase akwa eni ho ofi ne ho enyan enti me ko gina ne twa photo e bia na no ho ye wakono e bia na ni wie bia na ne nyanse bi na ye ofe ana e bia na photo no kra ode ko kira sabi enu nti wudi line mu baby a obi be yiwu emo be nim na ne etoso enso number 7 tax wisely and fairly so the poorer may pay less and the wealthier pay more. Whether we are extra industrious or extra lucky, everything we own was given to us. And to whom much is given, much is expected. Use the expertise you professed during your interview for the job. I mean, during the campaign. You professed great expertise. Use that expertise now to widen the tax net sensibly. Collect the taxes efficiently and develop the nation effectively. Now, when so mianga, tax spent wisely will be used to enlighten and train our young for the professions and vocations. Tax spent wisely will be used to safeguard the dignity of our veterans and the many hard-working parents, now old and frail. Tax spent wisely will be used to safeguard the dignity of our ailing and homeless in the leftover enclaves of our nation, and for provident investments in infrastructure for the next generation. Tax wisely and fairly, so that the poorer may pay less. And here for who papa womo, and the wealthier, may pay more. And esikafo to me the sabe, akokonam ebagana. Na akokonam ni duty ne doosu nti no. Na odi sardinella, mo amunim sardinella, no so be sardine tontro aso da. Fish nkiti basa no. Ebi so kakra. Na odi no akata akokonam no. Enti tax eso tia no we ntia. Anso mantem no, okwa asori a. Ye be ma na konya we nim. Eye, esa asori ne sabe. Ebi ebe chisika, yetumi de bi buo hiafo. Na mom sa wo de krono kwan so na agi sa sika no. Na teacher ni de onye bi nwie nti. Chalk kra to bi ode ni bottom sika na eto a. Na daache wo na no mo be ka kire teacher ni ne ba ne se I say nkwasiafo na eye ejuma yedi because ejuma pa ne ye enti yedi teacher yedi soldier yedi police obitumi bue na no obue na no aka sase mi kire teacher ni ba nkwasiafo na eye ejuma yedi sabita frache na ebi a wo maame na wo papa na wo ya akromfo na no na me kan ya wonti ase se akromfo ma begina daachi beebi no maka se mosemu ni munimu a mobra ebi ana wo maame ompe krono oye besa wo suku eto de bi krampo a enwo a ye de ye aduane no aman fesika mai enti ono akofri na wanyanwo ne edi egu gari so na mo de edi gobe enso ono nso no kromfo bi ba ba ka che ne se wo maame a mobra Enra. Enyumre. Because I'm a general hospital, Magraheb. Young man on my card, and maybe have you completed SSS? I say, of course. And I'm saying, what about tertiary education? I say, I graduated from university. And I'm saying, so do you understand that where you're sitting now is a total waste of time? I say, boss, the big men know. And I'm saying, there are no big men. There are wise men and there are foolish men. You are a wise man, but you are young. Have you personally written a memo? Or say no. And I'm saying, then you haven't done your job. Write a memo to the bosses to tell them that at night, people don't come to the OPD. They go to accident and emergency. So somebody from where you're doing the registry must be at A&E, accident and emergency, so that they can do the 3 CD card right there. And run ye see, and say, and kromfo beba hono. Many police for akasa. Say, oh, concerts be a yomo na shama no me pesa me bo nyontofo na oye ni din because e bi mu de ba kwa attack no only the ejuma no oye. He's helping with culture and tourism promotion. Na oye say ejuma no police fo ne call ho de na kromfo no doso wo mu de sikan Akete sia kokko bi wo mu de sikan etwa ne sere ho a won na ba ho abrantie bi ono ye twa no ementi ye twa no wo mu de apaso na etwa no ho atade nyinara. And omode na to stretcher so and omode na ba ho and am bisa say nti we say sansa anka yanyantwe no nko baby aye card ne nko aye card ma no ana adan na empanyimfo nso amoye abanjuma mu bi ya brosa na me sama ka ho me call ye no doctors are na duty near 2 accident and emergency. Senior doctor be anyhow. Now the first thing you do in a hospital is save life first. And you senior doctor na won him there na won ho. Meaning say monso mo bredodo. Ebi nso say locum because abansi kan susa. And you san ko ye baby dia kakra ka ho. Anya ono nso ontumi nhwa na yire ne ma. But me gidi say anka was say senior doctor ba ko de hospital ni making sure say all the time one senior doctor is on duty. It's a time we be to car if you fee e dia be du ho no. Say you don hwere ba ko a na se nipa ne hwere ne nkwa na ye boa nipa na ya amwa no. Ye boa na ya amwa no. Police for na ka meni wo ka say o misi kwesi. Sa concert no wa shama na enya the first one ni every time o mo be ye bia na I say armed robbers they shut that ba ho dodo. And I'm saying na some call ho. I say kwesi ya the more your regional command man more people call ho. But armed robbers no do so say yen. Enti ashama concert ye. Yes re. Sa anya na ya besesa baby aye ade na. Yes sesa na sesa ashama kwan no so na me so armed robbers. Esesa me phones nyina efa me dollars nyina na hye bag mu efa obi ahene makura so na me de koma no. Enti no yes, we are becoming a failed state. Because the first thing, the most important thing for all of us, first and foremost, before education, is healthcare.
That's sure.
Now, say one tiasia, we are then question. Now, one tiasia, we are then quite sorry. One tiasia, we are then kofubejiane. And to your health delivery, no, me call to my general system, me rahoy. In fact, I feel young doctor na me ni kasa no. And I'm catching say, "Sadie ya omo bobashe corner hey. You don't even have enough space here. Why manager ben or di ni nyansa here say mombo sadie in corner? It needs to be cleared because akwana no mo de na to ade so asabe. Crash na no mo de na to ade so ayetwa na tare nyina no. Space ni ho. Et me hwe young doctor fe na oye na housemanship. Oba na odi apaso twa ade na nurse gina no ho. Na another doctor and so on so hwe na che say ye di nipa na ba ni ko bi say my general hospital and yet until really no we are becoming a failed state. Say ye president and you no kwa na ye adwuma ye president oyi appointees na we appointees ebi be bo mo homoden ye obebo mo moden no mane wo ho na emomo no kra me mane nche faako ensio che toa mu a ebon kan eti ni obon humodin no obon humodin wo baby a no yes structures ni wi a oye SOPs ni wi a standard operating procedures ni wi a no yi nefi baby a honso bon kan we yi nefi o de ko baby a ho bon kan no akoye ho yi na emom nnuanu mo ne wa yonkofo a baby a wo mo tie no enkoyie no mo mo nkofie we wi before years a year
of enko no
na for from ra. Number 8 ya dia ehia me papa say bi o ma maybe ya meka makai say if papa no try pikin go suffer obi o ma sebe ni papa nya opportunity the opportunity kakro nya no otumi dane di ye bibi e de bobra enti siye ma no bo obi o mo ye jankaba obi so o mo kra ni papa ye twa asem na eto no so e menti ye de no ko hye fiase ofifia ase bae no wenye adwuma anye biom enti ono sa abofra na ono a etwi truck e shan shoe esesa nentwinam dwomwo pon a okokọ sesa ase na ono nso akonoa de ayenkwan na odibie didi ochena no ono no enimonyam ben ye de masa abofra no enti me say oman panyin ne mpanyimfo a ewo oman ni nyinara debi oman soafo panyin any aswafo mpanyimfo any yanso ye mpanyimfo amo oman mu nyinara no mesra meka protect and project the dignity of our citizens. Let no citizen be treated worse than those they have elected to serve them. Memobio. Protect and project the dignity of our citizens. Let no citizen be treated worse than those they have elected to serve them. And let no visitor, tourist, foreigner, nor friend of our nation be treated better than the sons and daughters of this land of our birth. It's our dear Bakwame when he says, Papa, no, in the restaurant be, or see a colebia for baby, a cransome in fry. No, may a pa or buy Huninara, nor the Moko Afa Kwalanini. Now, who are buying now say, who bet to me a co Egypt, and now bet to me a co Pakistan. Now, who Hokuano, we see Kadodo a winning Narano. Ubetumi dia saade na akoye oman ba enti ade enti ne ne sa na ahobwo ne ya sankwa asem no nso a sabiota frache opanyi bi na befre posi ni na posi ni nso no sabi anke yefra wo saa na anke ho na anko aka kire IGP but police no nso there is a problem because we started as a constable you are 100% for the citizenry by the time ubedu sergeant no now we are 90% for the citizenry, 10% for the politicians. By the time I will do ASP, now we are 50% for the citizenry, 50% for the citizens. Now by the time we will do Assistant Commissioner of Police, now we are 20% for the citizens, 80% for the politicians. If say ye drone, so one kutu omo kakra IGP de ebe paro. And by the time I will do Commissioner of Police, no, so we didn't crem poa. Now, why uncle for police if one be? I fetch Chirako catcher will be said. I call him Mumfino MPP ni. I call his Mumfino CPP ni. I call his Mumfino NDC ni. I call a shadow who the party. But I who say KKD. Me Jenny said I brought to my way and not to my way. And you want to near the casa wo. And tonight, IGP ni ebe year. One can be. It's what they want. The higher you go in the police, the more you bow to politicians who may not be even at the professional level of yourself, who may not have the knowledge nor wisdom you have, but just by dint of your service, you listen to them. Now, then a party organizer to me free police in me, oye ASP, I'm an instruction.
Organizer cried a server of our queen.
Mete na when you come Kwame Sifakan no ba dey be on station so akwa bi say na mo oman here dia o na mo say mo free police ba be end na police no ba no ye ba hu ne adventure no
ye nam kwa so na BBSC na obi SCF kem kana dwen e kire a whole regional commander DCOP Muya. Because
I don't know one can be answering your Kofi wash.
That's right, because
maybe it's a sembisa. I don't know who this uncle has.
Kofi Bashi so.
Woman can be answering. What's your lawyer? Because what's your Cosco? Because anti police for no. In mommy and shamu crying. Someone you'll be ampoa. Munya share uniform na. A juma mo ye more mine. A so say party in Kwalankwala and a sabi. A so say party in Penim for. Of I am number 9. I am on my Maame. Number 9, dear. Konfo bubefu. Na number 9 on so say anya. Ya nya say Singapore da. It says Singapore ade a wo mu di twa corruption so ne say Minister B AJ bribe. Eko holiday. Businessman bi na etuaka. Obedu airport na ape any arresting or airport. Any prosecuted no ko jail. Entino, what say, punish crime in high places to deter crime in low places. Enti number 9, let me say, punish crime in high places most severely. The old and naive Ghanaian act of punishing the poor who steal a tuber of yam, a loaf of bread, a fowl, or analog telephone with harder and lengthier terms of sentence than people vested with authority who steal the equivalent of an entire hospital must change. Wherever crime pays, crime multiplies. So make crime unattractive and its ultimate outcomes unbearable. Punish misdemeanors and petty offenses with national sanitation and land tilling duties, from sweeping the streets and we do ice cream to and proper street and found say we take akesiem is a sabe we take akesiem so we je fie nyansa asha wonan mawrem ntina Punish misdemeanors and petty offenses with national sanitation and land tilling duties, from sweeping the streets, desilting the gutters, emptying manholes, to preparing farmlands for sowing. Punish crime in high places most severely to make leadership and the citizenry truly wary.
5 minutes.
Number 10.
Okay.
Number 10 here, Tiawa. And then they say, Ghana yenyina yenim ni yekunyen. Eye krono ewo aban mu ene na yekunyen. If you say opanyin ne toye, na so opanyin ne tomfo ye a, oman kwala na asabiwe mo ehye nase ne enni nkwasem. Se wo minister no wudi nokure, na wonim se wo chief director edi nkwasem a, wo bepam. Anya wo behwe me yapam no. Enti make bribery, corruption and thievery in public office punishable by the death sentence. And if we don't have a death sentence in this country, or we don't want to have a death sentence in this country, because me ankasa metie me mpe death sentence. Nemum, if we cannot have a death sentence for those who steal in public office now, then we should have sentence for life in prison without parole. We know the scourge of this nation. It is gargantuan theft in public office, and together we must deal with it robustly. No person nor persons shall selfishly steal by stealth or plunder the fortune and future of this beloved nation into their own sacks and warehouses and get away with it ever again. Sa obapa sa wo ware be mebia wa ware no ye nunyamfo na emom kakra kakra order ne kromfo a obaka chen say eja memmesusa krono na wo boni jai na mempese memma beye janka esemma no wo mo edi no kre no e wo se mutumi ka kire mu kunu mu se krono yi daache emfa yensiye emma no nso mo amudi no kre no e se mutumi ka kire mu se krono yi daache entumi emfa yensiye. And we say, if you know deep in your heart and you are not afraid that this law will catch you too, make this law now. So one says our law yanchiwa for this purpose, make the declaration of all assets before entering and before leaving all public offices mandatory, with all Article 71 holders and managing directors published in the national newspapers for verification. And you publish niama na osi me nioma me woni a mantemfo beka si o de bi sa dan we wo say a houseboy dia. But our houseboy in a salary of 450 a month. Thank you. And any assets that can be linked to verifiable declared income shall be forfeited to the state on successful prosecution and conviction. God bless our homeland, Ghana. The name is Dakwa, King Kwesiche Dakwa, and I stand for truth. Yempe krono. Me pesa me ko hwenia e koso ewo excavators ahumbium. Excavators asemunti. On my penny lawyer papa sebe. What put 12 years and wa be the president. Etu we can say on yenim krofo ni mi. Enti excavators no on season ko si ho. So season ko si ho a ne krofo ni bi be wia enti o hye no. Na emom enumpo achi no ebi eda ho edi excavators ho nkwasi asem. Na ade akakraka we etumi yira munyimi yenhwe.
As I don't grab mystery. Of him, my excavators are some mabre. Her yetimichi excavator esi edanyachi. Na yedimirika ekwa himfie akobama ne. Within 18 minutes, you buy an excavator na ira. Besi nani ura ni hu ye.
Pacho mo excavator video. No so say, me dey na me pe evidence based discussion.
Elembeledi
I don't know what to say here. No,
say apostle any DC any apostle tree. Adentra DC say oche ye no odija apostle say na ye mo na mama instruction man crop for befa.
Oh,
it is a say
but apostle niti. If he says, Ubisa IGPN, and now Ubisa everybody who has risen to the level of commissioner of police and there, obechira wo say the way they deal with government, you know, the thing must come in a memo. Yes, signed by somebody. So the one numpo can. I was say memo di echire. Na se memo ne ni echire a say wo twira wo memo confirming the directive. Me wafa. Actually, my cousin. Oyejuma Emma IK a champion. Papa na the operation video yourself ba Ghana. Satana no me say bi me say fa to beji golf no. No kura ni say. No kura ni ebe mu akokwaje golf ampa. Na emomu a obebe bia no otwere memo. Wan twere memo amfa anto ho a kadachi bi anke egu n'animu ase. Enti pose ni Awusi obi tumi frɛ ema wo instruction na mesrew uniform ni etu a ye de ama wo no. Ya amfa ma wo sɛ won so sma sergeant ne corporal. Na wo mu koye instructions of faceless people who know that they are liars and who know they are malicious and who know they are not fair and so will not send you a memo. Moma yembu oman yi kwampa so. Me mpe politics. Mitimi baby. Me ana me fra me ntuma me ana me misika tom petrol. And am dia besi ha. NDC ni ma me kapre. MPP ni ma me kapre. Se Ghana fo na mo se mi di no kre no. Se mo ana mo se mo be ma me kapre a. Mo je me number. Obi asane me 1 cedi a. Ochina na me dia top petrol ma san be kasa. E se sa opese wudi no kre. Na mom no kre na opese wudi no. Sa wo ya wo ho se wo ya akoa. Na wo je nkapre won kromfo ho a daachi bi no won so obeye trofo wo a woni me number 0208 200 500 wo kapre ebeboa me ema me di no kre 0208 200 500 political parties wo diska na ba meje me di acheche na emom no kre fa wo ho no mesa maka me damase
Mamenda wase ofa kwesi chei dakwa asemi na na waka no and sese no aya na ye me desen ne aban mufo na akura ne kambi ai Canada Japan na akura se enipa oye show woni TV sukura wo yi na di because o show mu sa se ne ma bi ya frafra den sa ase to no mu apam no abanche ne yi na di
masa Obama say opese oye abranti bi Secretary for Health for the United States of America abranti your friend Sanjay Gupta odana se wanye adwuma no and what Obama says, Secretary for Health pay, and in the perquisites in a account. And do only pay oje Awusi.
That's right.
And to some percent cromfo di no cra. Sanya judges to me di no cra. And to judge pa only no cra ne dear. Sabiota frache aweho. It says in Yankupon to qua judges ne buriasi. Judge only no creno. Sabi Oboman. And nothing na judges in penyimfo no wo Kofi a wo last highest salary and wo de ko enti wo ko pension e bia wo salary 40% wo highest salary e bia 40% na wo de ko ye no ono judge no
George
that
na
last highest salary and wo de ko president se wo Kofi a ye behwe wa kosi da wo bewuo
aya ye tuo mo yele so ka
hwan mo
judge fa kase
judge for no ye tuo mo yele ka ho ene dia mente David and dia mente Devi and MNT. I say, ya show mo yirin mo a hwa na obi akoma na yirin bribe mo de abedada ni ku. Enti no. Enti me sremeka. Hwa, obi so text me, obi say me number na e den network. Vodafone. Vodafone. Me say Ghana for what pen no kura bia, o de am 1 cedi. Na me hu no kura difo e wo Ghana. Enti wo a wantumi anya bie no. 1 cedi na wantumi ama me hu se wo no. What are cromfo nichi? It's a empenswana yedu no. You are either with the corrupt and the people that the corrupt have corrupted, and their mouths are so full that they cannot talk. Or you are with the honest and you stand for the poor in society and you are willing to also stand for truth. Where do you stand? From the presidency to the pauper, where do you stand?
All right. Is it over? Here, yes, it's over. But battle no there, and yeah, over. As I say, make sure, say, I am uncle for say, Kasa na Bribery, action, Kasa action. Because you share Auditor General as some reports who want some no. A many pebi ya no usuru kakra. By your best sign, your best ask you, I need Kasama, a woman say, Uni Yansen in Namabe Huni Yansa. ti wone kromfo bo afekua wote akromfo kuo to bo ase na wo sori a nkotiense hunu sese kwakwato be won se sese no campaign na hyase o ne sika no kwa na eko nyame ya adom e na brand new Land Cruisers no so a eba no ene so be ba bedru Ghana na bi onka ho
amene jagwa ranampe
onka ho
metimi bi me se me ka bibi ketu ebi twato abrantie ababa wa bia wa hwe TV ya na pei ya damo ase se mutie Ghana abakwasem na mesre mum nyinara obia owo telephone bia onko Google na onkangum se conflict of interest investopedia conflict of interest investopedia oman penyin oye lawyer ontumi nka so nti ase ya judges womu nyina womu di lawyer pen womu ntumi nka so womu nti ase obia nso a wewie secondary school from 5 ana wewie JSS so kan a obeti ase conflict of interest from PPA to the ministries that are supposed to be safeguarding our wealth and no na eku Ghana man
kai ye dane ye ho aba eba mte ya eba bon come off